It was a while back that we announced on this channel that the country called Kenya has entered the season of exposure, right? The season of exposure because the country is in the season of judgment. And exposure comes before judgment. Well. What we are now experiencing on the local scene is super fascinating. A lawyer who won over 20 court cases, definitely a brilliant legal mind, turns out to be fake. It turns out he did not attend law school. He did not qualify. And then another very scary rumor from KQ that we have had a pilot who has flown a passenger jet not for 1 day, not for 8 days or 8 weeks, 8 long years. Of course, Kenya has told us that is rubbish. That report on social media is fake news. So the keyword that is ruling here is fake. And then of course we all know, and evidence is emerging every day like clockwork, that actually the results announced by one Wafula Chebukati in August 2022, those results were fake. Indeed, we even had a whistleblower who gave us more believable results. Now here's the super fascinating thing. A lot of these Kenyans complaining, a lot of these Kenyans raising red flags and warning, we have fake doctors, we have fake lawyers, we have fake this and this. Those very same people, a closer examination will reveal a huge percentage of them got their job, their current well-paying job, using fake documents. So in short, we are a country of fake things. From a fake president to fake pilots, fake lawyers, etc., etc. And if you don't believe that, carefully observe the reaction of Kenyans to this story about a fake lawyer. Many are supporting him. Many are supporting cases of so-called fake professionals. Sasa kama watu walishinda kesi, sasa kama huyu daktari alitibu mtu akapona, kwani problem iko wapi? If this doctor treated somebody, he's a fake doctor, yes. But he treated patients and they recovered. So what? What is the problem? What is the issue? Actually, that brings us to the crux of the problem in the country called Kenya. A country that has an obsession with taking shortcuts, cutting corners. And those people who do this successfully are taken as heroes. Entrepreneurs. People who start a business today and yesterday they're billionaires. We treat them as heroes. And yet what have they done? They've actually raided public coffers. That small dispensary somewhere has gone without vital drugs. And as a result, a small child has died who should not have died in the first place if there was medicine in that dispensary. But in my opinion, as a spiritual person, we don't need to worry too much. Because when a people fail to correct themselves, what usually happens? They are corrected. And unfortunately, they are corrected in a very brutal manner, in the form of judgment. I believe that is what the nation of Kenya is passing through right now. And that is why we should expect going forward even more sensational revelations exposing people. And not just our politicians. Although our politicians are at the center, epicenter of all the action we should expect in the coming days and weeks. And so it should not disturb you too much that we Kenyans like to celebrate conmen. We like to celebrate people who have taken a shortcut to get somewhere, maybe to high office, or even into the medical profession, or even into being a pilot carrying passengers, not cargo. We celebrate those kind of people. We are clearly a country of shortcuts, where shortcuts are loved very much. Now, a few hours ago, prices for petrol in Kenya went up by 5 Kenya shillings. That means that prices have persistently pointed north. And the same can be said about the Kenya shilling, which continues to receive a serious battering from major foreign currencies. Now all that is kizungu mingi. On the ground, what that translates to is harder and harder times for Kenyans. And more analysts are arriving at that place where we all agree that something has to give. Very soon, and not in the distant future, something has to give, and something will give. Now, that is not good news, because the kind of upheavals that emerge from a people cornered are not comfortable things. They're chaotic, and everybody, and I mean everybody, suffers. And of course, we should never forget how we got here. We got here thanks mainly to the heroic, in quotes, heroic exploits of one Wafula Chebukati, whom the government believes is a hero. But that is how we got here. And it should be clear, very clear to Kenyans, that if you don't genuinely win an election, you have nothing to lose. You have no genuine supporters to please. Oh yes, you have only yourself to please, because only you, through your efforts, networking and talking to the right people, you yourself are the one most responsible for making yourself president. Okay, so people don't matter. After all, the vast majority of the people voted against you. That is our situation in Kenya. And I'm guessing we're all very busy looking for another shortcut solution to getting out of this problem. What? Hizi cutting corners zitaisha kweli? Will it ever end? Anyway, before I go, please allow me to remind you once again about my sizzling audiobook, The Ruto Kenyans Will Never Know. Now, the information in this particular audiobook, a lot of it is highly sensitive, but it is very revealing. It will help you understand that actually we're in much more serious trouble than most of us realize. You can see details on your screens on how to get hold of it. This offer absolutely ends the moment I produce my next video, so please rush and take action before then. For only $20 or Kenya shillings 2007, you will get this amazing, very revealing audiobook together with a PDF version, something that you can actually read or print out from your computer printer and read. I highly recommend it. Until next time, This is Chris Kumekucha.